Hello and welcome back. So in this video, I want to make you familiar with the different types of UI elements because the chances are that you are going to use these elements in your app. For example, checkboxes, radio buttons, edit text, text view, drop downs. So we are going to look at some of the elements, and for now we'll focus on the UI, the front end, and in the subsequent video I'll show you how you can access these elements in the Java code. Okay, now one important thing to understand is that each of these elements behind the scene, Android converts them to objects. Like if you are using a text view in your layout file, then in the Java code you can extract the text view as an object. Okay, so this is the view which I have put together. I mean, this is the layout. So these are all different kinds of UI components that you can use. I've tried to, uh, you know, use like 4 or 5 different types of components. So first one is the text view. I believe you are familiar with that. It's you can just display some text like hello Ankur or something like that. The next one is the edit text where the user can enter some information, and you can also make sure that the user enters appropriate kind of text. Let me show you the code so that you understand what I'm talking about. So the first one was the text view which I just showed you. This is plain text. The next one is the edit text where the user can type in some text, and the input type is a very important attribute because you can specify if you want an email or if you need a phone number so that the user strictly types that information. The next important one is the toggle button. So you see the toggle button. Now when you click on this, it can change to on off states. Okay. When we look at the code, the backend code, then I'll show you how you can handle this. Next is the checkboxes, which are pretty common. So checkboxes, toggle button, then switch. Sorry, let's look at switch first. So switch is nothing but this kind of option where the user can turn the switch on or off. It's like a toggle button, but the look is little different, and it's used in preferences most of the time. I will talk about preferences a little later. The next one is obviously the checkbox, which I just showed you. You can use checkbox element, and using text you can specify the different kinds of checkbox options. Okay. Next comes the radio buttons. So radio buttons can be grouped under a radio group. So here I have a radio group, and within the radio group I have a couple of radio buttons. Okay. So similarly you can create more radio buttons under this. So that's the basic idea. So this approach can be used to create more UI elements. I haven't used the drop down here, but you can go ahead and use that. It's spinner basically. So spinners can be used to display drop downs. You can refer to the source code for this file so that you can use whichever element you want. Play around with them, modify the paddings and all, and change the text, etc. So this should give you a basic idea about the UI components, and in the next video I'll probably show you how you can refer to them in the backend, okay, and play around. So until next time, see you, bye.